But essentially what we're looking for is, how are you feeling now? We spent, an hour and a half, hour, 40 minutes together. And I'm going to sort of go in the order of my screen. Teo, are you willing to go first? How are you feeling? And then Natalia, we'll just kind of go around the circle there.
Sure. Well, nicely agitated. So there was some challenging thoughts in it for me, or inspiring thoughts. Specifically the topic about a need in NVC and desire in Buddhism. This is something that I will keep thinking about. Says that I feel quite tired. Because it's the end of the day and I still have things to do. So my mind wanders a little bit from here to there.
Thank you, Teo.
Yeah. Thank you.
Mucho gusto. Natalia, and how are you feeling? And then Sonia.
I feel good, actually. I'm new to NVC, and this is my first ever workshop in NVC practices. So I wanted to thank you. When I started this call, I thought, where is all this going, really? I have no idea. But then as we went through the exercise and through meditation and, stories and emotional retardation and back from that, it kind of all fell into place and it makes sense. And it was quite enjoyable looking back. And I'd like to thank you, and thank you all of the participants here for sharing their stories. It was good to hear. Thank you.
Thank you, Natalia. Sonia, and then Crystal. Sonia, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling hopeful. I think my brain has made some new connections that I'm hoping it'll have access to. Just the "I love it when" statement, I think there's the possibility of using that has been implanted in my circuitry now. And so I'm already imagining all the situations, and I didn't have access to it as directly like that before. So I think that's part of why I'm here, to get those practices and connections stronger. So I feel like, hopeful that I can actually use that. And I just wanted to add that when you invited me to be more specific about the feelings, two feelings that I thought of in that example that I felt were more loving and more compassionate as well in repeating that statement. And I feel very, just grateful. I feel grateful for having these tools and for everyone sharing their examples and stuff. So thank you.
Thank you, Sonia. Yeah, and I just a quick credit. I got that from Mary McKenzie. So she's another trainer who I really, really enjoy. Thank you, Sonia. Crystal, and then Nancy. Crystal, how are you?
Oh, I'm feeling more relaxed and at ease, feeling hopeful, and just excited to deepen my understanding of NVC, somatic body work, and recover from triggers.
Thank you, Crystal. Nancy, and then Colleen. Nancy, how are you?
Yeah, good. And thank you too for offering this. And I guess I'm left with curiosity, about how to, learn more. And if this is the thing that I'm looking for to develop, more compassion towards others is what I was really trying to look for. But, yeah, so just curious how to work that in. Thank you.
Yeah. The quick answer is it's an inner job. So thanks, Nancy, for participating. Let's see, the video's moved around. Jason, and then Susan.
There we go. Just getting myself unmuted. Feeling intrigued. This is, in the short period of time, the third workshop that my wife or I have participated in, we've participated in together. So if you saw me looking distracted, it was often her bouncing around. And I think each one we've taken something away from, or I personally have taken something away from that maybe wasn't expected, or it was a piece of it and you never know what it's going to be. And I think from this, for me, it was Letitia's definition of needs and talking about them being energies that flow through us that really connected with me in a way that I feel like with my wife and I had shared in my group, we came very close to divorce. We were really struggling with communication, and she found NVC and introduced it to us. And this was only 4 months ago. And in a very short time, we've connected more deeply than we ever have. We communicate more openly and more successfully than we've ever imagined. We're still not perfect. I shared we had a little struggle last night, and we had to kind of put the chatter down and remind ourselves of, what we were feeling and what our needs were, reconnecting. But thinking about the needs as an energy, for me, I think those energies that flow through me and through her, often they become shared needs when we're open with each other and we're able to communicate. Some of my needs become her needs, some of her needs become my needs. It's kind of like, we mingle together in a little twisted we, if you will. And so thinking of that as an energy was, it really had an impact on me.
Thank you, Jason. Let's see, who's next? Is it Susan? And then Lisa.
Yes.
Go ahead.
So yeah, this was really impactful. So mine was, I guess the self-empathy part of the title of this workshop really spoke to me, and I'd kind of gotten it down to I'd let myself down, which kind of leads to feelings of incompetence. So going through the process of getting that feeling, the 30-second cycle really, kind of helped me recognize that where those feelings were in my body. So that was really helpful. But what really struck me was the, am I willing to? So that kind of opened up a renegotiation with myself, and I recognized that that's part of the self-respect. I think I was, where I was really kind of stuck is this normal default rebellion, a sense of ambivalence that was really, kind of stuffing what was really inside me. And so, so I'm feeling, much more validated and energized.
Thank you, Susan.
Mm.
Let's see, and there's several of you that don't have your cameras on, so I don't know if you're present. So if your camera is not on and you would like to check out, it's part of the group. I think energetically, it's nice to hear from everyone. Please unmute yourself and or turn on your camera. And I think I haven't heard from Lisa. I guess there's two Lisas. Lisa Zager, would you like to check out? How are you? And
Sure,
then
yeah.
Vivian, go ahead.
Okay. I too will be chewing on what would I be willing to do. What would I be willing to blank, or whatever, fill in the blank, because that right there is a sticky wicket for me. And I've used one thing I request of myself, and I have no problem with that language. But when it comes to like a doing, an accountability word, then I go, wait a minute. So
So the willingness is helpful.
yeah,
It's exploring the willingness.
I think it will be helpful. Right now it's annoying, but it will be helpful.
Thank you, Lisa.
All right, thank you.
let's see, who hasn't gone yet? Trinu and then Vivian. Trinu, how are you?
Hey, and thank you. I think it was very good introductory workshop. I managed to follow it well, and I feel quite good. I didn't pick very big gaze, not very big bullet, and it was good. It was a good experience.
Thank you.
It was a good exercise this way. Thank you.
Vivian, and I think Letitia. Vivian, how are you?
Hello, I am good. After this workshop, I feel more eager I haven't read through the book yet, and I'm like more excited to jump into it because I know that I need these tools. And I still have like some confusion and some things that I do like want some clarity on, but I really appreciated going through this step-by-step process of like what are we judging, and like what and turning that into what do we love, and then the accountability with it. I think what I'm learning from that is I can only do so much, and then letting go of the results and how the others respond or how the external forces respond. That's something I have no control over. So I'm feeling a little self-doubt with that, but it's I'm gonna welcome it. So thank you.
Thank you, Vivian. Letitia, hey, I think it's down to us. How are you?
I'm feeling excited. This is a whole new group of people, different perspectives. It's been a really rich discussion. So many interesting questions have come up. So I'm excited to start the class. How about you, James?
Thanks, Letitia. How am I? Yeah, I'm content. I'm content with how things went. Technology didn't blow up on me, which is nice. Yeah, and we got through most of the material. So there's an element of satisfaction that, hey, we didn't let the clock run out, something like that. Yeah, and just naming, there's a tender part in me, and my mother is her health is taking a decline. So notice that that's in my space too. So caring and concern for her. So yeah, so thank you. Anyone that hasn't checked out yet, before we open up the Q&A section? I think we got everyone that wanted to. Okay.